Creativity. How grey the world would be if we did not have the seed of creation. To create, to invent, to improvise. To arrange things in the right way to achieve our ultimate goal. To dare to fail in search of something new. Creativity is a gift we cannot ignore. It is the engine of evolution and can be a powerful ally in life, especially when the terrain is anything but hospitable, just like the Sahara. This is the 6th day of the Fenix Rally, a competition that challenges creativity in all things. The 6th day of the race offered mixed terrain, and the start of the selective section about 50 kilometers from Douz and the final near the oasis of Sargilane. The quick start was followed by the small but numerous dunes to reach the culmination of the stage with the passage of a huge sand massif, which proved to be a serious and unexpected challenge for many. Over the past 5 days, Matthew Good has proven his ability to adapt to different conditions and get the most out of himself and his car to establish himself as a leader in the motorcycles. Always cautious and careful not to make any unnecessary mistakes, the South African started the day with an advantage of 16 minutes in the general classification in front of Jacobi Mikel, an advantage that did not allow for complacency. His goal was clear: you bend, but you don't break. And Good bent down, but didn't break. It was unlikely that the number 7 is happy with the 4th place in the stage, but he should certainly be happy to keep a large part of his lead in the overall standings.
Today was really difficult in the big dunes and sand. Well, it was really tough. Hot. I definitely lost some time today, so yeah, but I'm here and the bike is in one piece.
You had 16 minutes advantage on the start.
I think I probably lost half of that, and I think I lost some waypoints as well, so maybe the lead is gone.
Yeah, but that means that you're not opening the stage tomorrow.
It definitely means I'm not opening the stage, which is good. Yeah, so we'll see.
His pursuer, Jacobi Mikel, was excited by his good ride and the potential opportunity to get back into the fight for first place in the final standings, with the 2nd place in this stage.
Aujourd'hui, j'ai ouvert la trace du début à la fin.
Today I was opening the stage from the start to the end. Very difficult day with big dunes and soft sand. There was a lot of effort.
Épuisante physiquement.
If I don't have a mistake, I don't know, but it was a good day. I had a 5 minutes advantage at the fueling zone.
Au refueling, j'avais 5 minutes d'avance, 6 minutes d'avance sur le deuxième. Donc it's very good race.
If it's certain that the Finns are good at snowboarding, then Arto Kallioinen proved that it is true in full force for the sand as well. the Scandinavian made the fewest mistakes in navigating the confusing dunes and raised his banner high as the fastest biker of the day. The third time in the penultimate stage was given by the Frenchman Jean-Philippe Prévost. One of the people who has performed well in the rally so far is Sébastien Toucaben from France, who was among the first to arrive in the final.
Donc c'est ma première participation à un rallye.
This is my first participation in this rally. It was very tough in the dunes. After that, I tried to ride without mistakes. I am very happy with my pace. At the moment, I am on 7th place in the standings. Everything is great.
Et puis voilà, tout va bien. Vive le Fenix Rally. Good.
In the overall standings, Matthew Gerd's lead over Jacobi Mikel was reduced to 12.5 minutes before the last leg. Third is Justas Grendelis from Lithuania, who finished 5th for the day. The ATV class seemed far from over before the 6th stage and remained so after it. After a flat tyre at the beginning of the previous day deprived Gaetan Martinez of the opportunity to fight for the title, the Frenchman kept in high spirits and made a punitive action in the penultimate stage. Martinez finished with an impressive 8 minutes before the second and can only regret that his excellent form will not be a factor in the distribution of medals. The leader in the general classification, Antanas Kanopkinas, was torn between two important events: the fight for first place and the problem of his teammate Adamas Gancierius, who, like Martinez in the previous stage, burst a tyre at the beginning of the section. Instead of failing, however, his story turned into real heroism.
At this moment, the most important thing is to save the first place. The second is the most important thing to bring all of us to the finish line. So always we need to calculate, because we don't have such much time. We have about 5-6 minutes. So if it will be a belt, then I will stop and will help Adamas to change a belt. In that 6 minutes, is that repair we can make together in 6 minutes? Yes, then we will make it. If not, then yeah, we need to save a first place. It's most important thing.
Today Antanas stopped to me and asked how I can help you. I told to him, go, you can't help me. and that's all.
Because we can't fix a rim. Yes, if it will be a tire, we have a lot of repairing tools for a tire, but for the rim, it's nothing can help us. But look, this tire, 160 kilometers on the full power, it didn't lost any time and still catch us on the dunes and on the fast track. So overall, it's crazy, guys. It's yes, we learn every race. So this day gave us a lot of important information about the tires. That in a flat tire we can go 200, maybe on 300 kilometers. Yeah.
The third place for the day remained for the other Martinez, Nicolas, who raced alongside the Lithuanians throughout the day. Despite the problem, Kanopkinas and Gantierius continued to lead in the class, and Nicolas Martinez has only one stage to clear the gap of more than 5 minutes from the first in the overall standings. One of the great advantages of the Lithuanian armada in the SSV class is the ability of many different crews to attack the stage victory each day. Now it was the turn of Tomas Guzauskas to demonstrate his excellent skills on board the Can-Am. Tomas did a great job navigating and set the best pace for the day. Among the representatives of the top three in the general classification, the best was Maciej Stolarski, who gave a second result and cut down the lead of the leader in the class, Benoit Lepietre. And he was both happy and unhappy. Happy with the extremely interesting terrain he had just beaten, but also unhappy, realizing that this was not his best day in terms of speed and pace.
Yesterday it was difficult with the sound.
Вчера беше трудно с този пясък, имаше и вятър, но днес нямаше вятър, имаше обаче много пясък и огромна дюна. Беше много хубаво, но и много горещо. Ще успееш ли да запазиш лидерството си? Може би, не знам. Ще видим в последния етап. Но днес не беше добър ден за нас.
Tomas Mickus and his navigator Dariusz Leskauskas continue to be the closest to Lepietra in the overall standings, as the Lithuanians managed to cut just over a minute behind the leader. The Estonian Chris Manema did well and finished third, confirming the excellent impressions of his performance in his debut in such a competition. In the overall standings, Lepietra leads before the last day, with an advantage of just over 10 minutes ahead of Mickus. Stolarski from Poland is 2 minutes away. Seconds. That was the only difference in the overall standings between Reinst Hofstra and Urvo Manama before the penultimate day of the race. These evenly balanced forces have made the car battle more than exciting and unpredictable. After a navigational error cost a lot of time for Manama in the previous stage, this time the Estonian did not allow weaknesses in the performance of number 221. The pace he set above the others was extraordinary, and he reached the final long before the next representative in his class.
Today was, I would say, a very good stage because we got stuck 4 times, but luckily we also got unstuck, and yeah, we are here, and that's the main thing, and I think we also passed our main competitor, so I think it's okay at the moment.
The man who started the day as the leader in the standings was Reinst Hofstra. The Dutchman got the most out of the previous day, but on Friday, luck seemed to turn his back on him at the most critical moment, and he was left with 3rd place.
I think he's winning, because he's at this stage, I think he's winning 10 minutes, I don't know, 15 minutes. Yeah, it was a good stage for the buggy today, for him.
So tomorrow you will take a risk maybe?
Maybe, we try. We go pushing.
The day for the Estonian crews was more than excellent, not only because of the performance of Manama, but also because of that of Joel Purga, who, although he was closest to the winner with his 2nd place, was 12 minutes slower than Urvo. the battle for first place in the class is spectacular from the point of view of the motorsport fan, but it has its own perspective from the track itself. The crew of Rick van der Brink and Guido Heymans is among the strongest here, and they can only regret the first hours of the rally, which brought them headaches and took them out of the title game.
It's very close. From the side, it's very nice to follow. We should like to be involved in the game, but on the first day we had some technical issues, so for us 1 and 2 is too far away. Yeah, let's see. I hope for them that tomorrow will be a very nice day, and I think the one with the biggest, that one will win.
Thus, the day before the end of the race, Urvo Manama leads convincingly with nearly 20 minutes ahead of Reins Hofstra. The third, Joel Purga, has a deficit of nearly 2 hours behind the leader. Until 2 days ago, no one imagined that a miracle could happen in the truck class. Willem van Groningen had imposed such brutal domination that he seemed to have made the fight for first place meaningless. At such moments, fate often intervenes to restore balance. Stage 6 turned into a real nightmare for the Dutch Iveco, which failed to finish and practically lost almost the entire lead of nearly 5 hours before the second place. Ard van Velsen took advantage of this, setting the pace for the day, and now he can think of something more than second place in the trucks. Dust Warrior's other machine also had serious problems, that of Alexander Kott, who also failed to reach the final. In this situation, Klaas Steinhoffel did very well in a stage that turned out to be too complicated for the trucks, and the German consolidated the third place in the general classification only one stage before the end. They say that the end of good things is coming faster, and the living proof of that is the Fenix Rally 2022. A race that started as if only a moment ago, but is now on its final straight. The last stage is coming, which will show us who the biggest heroes will be from the second edition.